Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we talk about all things financial literacy. And today we're going to be looking at the Wells Fargo Signify Business Cash Card. This is a card that has a $20,000 initial starting limit. It's a business credit card that I actually applied for when it first released. So this is a brand new card by Wells Fargo. When I first opened up my checking account with Wells Fargo, I believe it was towards the very end of March or the beginning of April. I asked them if they had any credit options. At the time, the only thing that they had was an actual business line of credit. But the interest rate on that business line of credit was pretty high, so I wasn't really interested in it. The only reason why I set up the account with Wells Fargo was to test the results of early warning. I had some information I needed to remove. If you haven't seen that video, there's a video on that if you need help with that. But it just confirmed that I was able to open an account with Wells Fargo. And so it was the second or third business checking account and savings account that I opened. And I actually was going to close the account a few weeks later, but then I found out that this card had actually been released. And I was like, okay, well, there's a product that I can actually get behind. So that's how I was able to first apply for this card. When I initially had applied for the card, I wasn't denied, but I would put in the application and I wouldn't even get a hard inquiry. I'm going to talk about exactly what happened. I'm going to talk about the limit that I was approved for, and then how you can get a starting limit of $20,000 for this Wells Fargo business credit card, and the benefits of this card and why I think it would actually benefit anyone who's starting a business. All right, so let's get right into it. Now, let's talk about some data points really quick. For this credit card, again, this is a brand new card, so a lot of these data points, I'm just giving you what I had on my credit report, because again, it's a brand new card, so there's not a lot of information in regards to qualification. So for the credit score requirements, I would say, based off of some of the Wells Fargo personal cards, you want to have a 700 credit score or better, 700 plus. I would say no derogatory marks, no late payments, no collections, no charge-offs. This was in line with some of the other Wells Fargo personal credit cards. They tend to have a higher criteria for qualifications. Now, credit pulls. This card will pull from your personal experience score. Now, it could be regional. I'm in Nevada. I would say one of the easiest ways to test this: freeze both TransUnion and Equifax, leave your Experian open, then apply for the card. I also want to note that when you apply for this card, at least in my case, I've applied for this card, I think maybe 4 times. For the first 3 times that I applied, I didn't get a hard inquiry. I'll go into that why. When I actually was able to apply for the card and get a hard inquiry, it takes about, I want to say, like 1 hour before you get the hard inquiry. I never got an instant approval. They always gave me an email where they were telling me basically wait and you'll get a response from us soon. And then the very next day, when I did get approved for the card, I just saw the card on my Wells Fargo account. I didn't even get an approval email. I just had the card, and I was able to add it to Apple Pay, through the Wells Fargo app. So that was pretty much it. But as far as I know, at least right now, there's no instant approval. You'll get an email letting you know that they're processing your application. Once that happens, an hour later, you'll probably see the hard inquiry. And then I would say within 24 hours, you probably can see, or you probably will get the approval via probably the app. Again, I didn't get an email. I didn't get a notification. I just saw it on the app, and it was there. I was able to add it to my Apple Pay. Now with the pull, it pulls from Experian. Your utilization should be 10% or less. On my 3rd attempt with this card, I had a personal credit card that I had just got. And this personal credit card has been giving me a hard time. I was actually a little upset. I probably should have waited to get it, but it reduced my average account age. So my average account age was less than 2 years. The 3rd time that I applied, when I got denied, a real denial this time, it was because of my average account age. I had a recent account and my utilization was too high. On that personal card, the utilization was 35%. It was accidental. Every day, this credit card was weird. It was updating the utilization every single day. It was just changing every day. I would use it. It would change. Eventually, when the cycle date closes, I didn't know what the cycle date was. It stopped where I had 35%. That stayed for a month. Of course, that decreased my score. And of course, it affected trying to apply for this card. So that gave me some trouble. What I would recommend for you, utilization, 10% or less. Your average account age, 2 years, or I would at least say your most recent account should be, like, don't have any recent accounts. I would say maybe apply after you've had a new account for like 3 months or so. And also no recent inquiries. So it's not so much that you can't have inquiries. You don't want to have recent ones. So if you have 2 inquiries on your credit report, but they're from a year ago, that's fine. If you have 2 inquiries that are on your report, but they're from last month or the same month, you might want to wait at least a month or so before you apply for the card. And, these are just things that I'm just letting you know because it's a brand new card. Things that I noticed that I got denied for. And then this is the other thing. If your Wells Fargo account is open for less than 90 days, you will need to go into a branch and apply for this card. So the first 2 times I got denied for this card, I never got a hard inquiry. I thought it was weird. The reason why, and even when I called customer service, no one told me this. You have to have the account, your account, your checking, your savings has to be open for 3 months from that initial date that you opened it, 90 days, but 3 months, right? You need to have it open. If not, you will automatically be denied. They won't even pull your credit. You won't get a hard inquiry. You have to go into a branch and apply for it prior to that time. If you do, then you will be good. Another thing too, because I had applied for this credit card so many different times, the 4th time I applied, I just did it without really, thinking too much about it because I had done it so many times. It was like, oh, okay, I'll just remove this hard inquiry, worst case. I wasn't putting any deposits into this Wells Fargo account. Unfortunately, I was not. I think that is the biggest reason why I was not able to get the $20,000 initial starting limit. My starting limit was $5,000. If I would have known beforehand, I would have been making the deposits. Again, this card wasn't even in existence. I was just getting this account just to test something, and I was going to close it. When the card got there, again, I wasn't like preparing for this product. I didn't know. Now, the reason why I put the $20,000 on this video is because when I called Wells Fargo, I was trying to see if they could possibly raise my limit. They weren't able to, but I was just trying to get some information that I can provide. I asked them, what is the highest initial starting limit that you have for, clients that have been banking with you for a while? The representative that I spoke with told me that $20,000, they've seen that limit. They've also seen higher, but around $20,000 had seemed to be the average. So here is what I think, based off of that conversation, based off of what happened with me, and based off of other information that I was able to find. Again, this is a new credit card at the time of recording this video, so the information's kind of limited. People who seem to deposit at least $500 into this account were getting an average of like $10,000 for their credit limit. People like me who weren't putting anything into this account, just had it open, were getting like the bare minimum. I think the bare minimum for this card is $5,000. And then people who were putting in more than $500 or had consistent deposits, they're looking at between $15,000, $20,000. And then if you've been with Wells Fargo even longer, you may have a higher limit depending on if you have other high limit credit cards on your credit profile. So if you have higher limit credit cards on your profile, you get a business account with Wells Fargo, you make a deposit of $500, you may get $10,000. If you wait 90 days, make some deposits, maybe $500 every month, get it to like $1,500, then you may get $20,000, $15,000 to $20,000 or above. So this is what I am estimating. Again, this is a brand new card, no data points on there. It's not really any information that you can research, but from my many attempts, from what I've gathered with other videos, I think that's about where you would be at based off of these things. So 700 plus or better credit score, of course, no derogatory marks, no late payments, no collections, no charge-offs. You want to have 10% or less utilization with the average account age of 2 years or more. No recent inquiries in the last 6 months, I would say. That should get you a $20,000 Wells Fargo credit limit. And then we're going to go into, and of course, your account being open for 90 days at the least if it's a brand new business account. Now, I want to go over some of the benefits of this card and who I think it will benefit in using it and what offers they have currently. All right, so we are on the Wells Fargo website, and this is the welcome page for the Signify Business Cash Card by Wells Fargo. Right now, if you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months, you can earn $500 in cash reward bonus. There's no annual fee on this card, which is amazing because I've been using my Amex Gold and I've been using it for restaurants. In my opinion, I've been using it exactly for, what I would get the most points on. I feel like for this type of card, when I'm going to various other places and spending money, it has a flat 2% cash back. This is very hard to find. And I think I have the Amex Gold for business. I have the Amazon Prime for business. I have the Sam's Club MasterCard for business. And I have another video that surprisingly I did months ago but haven't put out yet, where I talk about the best business credit cards. I talk about how all of these credit cards give me like anywhere between like 3 to 5% cash back and how I'm making so much money while spending money. The one thing I needed, like no matter how many cards you look for, there's no 3% cash back card on everything. The best that you could hope for, which has become like a standard, is about 2%. This is one of the best cashback cards with no limits that you could get for being a business credit card, not to mention no annual fee. It's amazing. And honestly, no matter what type of business that you have, if you can get 2% cashback, this card definitely needs to be in your arsenal. Then I get 5% back for gas. Then I can get 4% back for restaurants and dining with the Amex Gold. And I get 5%, or not 5% cash back. It's points. Excuse me. It's points with Amex, but the way that I do my points, I basically use them like I reimburse myself for cash. Like I use my points to pay for something, give myself cash back. Same thing with the Amazon Prime card. It's basically points, but it's 5% back in points. I just use it for whatever and then reimburse myself back with cash. So for me, it's the same thing as cash back. And if you have, all of these cards where basically every time you spend money, you could get 4 to 5% cash back, that's amazing. And then to have this one now where I could get 2% cash back on everything. So if there's any category that I, for whatever reason, don't have covered with one of my other cards, this is going to be the one. I could use it for everything. So no matter what you're doing, I feel like this will benefit anyone. So it's unlimited 2% cash back on purchases made for your business with no categories to track, no limit to the amount. That's amazing. No annual fee. And of course, 0% APR for 12 months. And I'm going to also talk about why I wanted this card right now. Now, I have a plan in which I'll probably put this into a new video in the future, but I have a plan towards the end of the year where I'm going to show you how you can make $100,000 easily, probably in the next like 6 months. And this is something that honestly anyone can do as long as you have good credit and you have a business credit card with 0% APR. It's going to be good. But I did a video on American Express, and the video talks about the mistakes that you don't want to make. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But when you get these new cards, sometimes you want to warm them up. And what I mean by that is when you get a brand new 0% APR card, you don't want to make a large purchase on it right away. You want to take a few months, and I would say use the card, spend it normally, pay it back, and then spend it gradually and increase your spend. Then if you have it for at least 90 days, a little bit longer, you can submit a credit line increase request, and then it would not look weird or strike any red flags or have them request documentation if you're spending something excessively. You want to work your way up to it. So I did want to have some time to kind of warm this card up, especially because the 2% cash back will come in handy for the amount that I plan to spend. So, I mean, this one for me was a very big surprise. Like, it was a very, I'm going to use this card to do a lot with towards the end of the year, but it just caught me off guard because, again, I didn't plan for this card. I didn't know that this card was in existence. It actually is going to be a huge asset. Only thing I wish is I would have done more to secure a higher credit line. So, but it's okay. I already have a plan I'll get the welcome bonus, nice $500 bonus. I'll definitely spend $5,000 in the next 3 months. And with that being said, once that happens, I'm going to use it wisely to increase the limit. And, this will probably be like my daily spend card between the things that don't give me higher cash back or higher points back. Anything else, this is going to be the one that I'm going to use. So I highly recommend. I do think that this card can benefit anyone, not only business. This can just benefit you in the day-to-day average transactions, just being able to earn those rewards, not to mention the 0% APR. So I think that will pretty much cover all of the features and benefits that I wanted to go over for this card. If you go onto the website and check out this cashback calculator, I want to see, I probably plan to spend I would say right around 25,000 is probably good. So check this out. Just if I do spend $25,000 on this card, I'll make $6,000 cash back anyway. So this is gonna trust me when I say I'm gonna make a video later on this where I'm gonna show you what I'm going to do to spend money to not only make a lot of money back, but on top of that, now I can get $6,000 cash back. Man, this is going to be a really good card to add. I highly recommend it. If you don't have a relationship with Wells Fargo, it was very easy for me to open an account with them. I definitely recommend doing that, starting this process, getting this credit card, adding it to what you currently have, and then just be on the lookout for when I make that video. Probably will not be until the fall, but I'm going to document the whole process. And it'll actually go with one of my other videos that isn't very popular on this channel, but it's nice because it's going to be a callback to that video. And I think I want to show you from start to finish exactly what I do. And just so that if you decide to do the same thing, you are able to do the same thing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if there's any other cards that I should look at. At this point, I've said this before, but I think I'm done with business credit cards, at least until the fall. I think I may grab 2 more. One account I've been nurturing is with PNC. I haven't done anything with PNC yet. And the other account that I may look at is something else with American Express. I may get 1 more with them. But other than that, I think I'm just about done. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If there's any other cards that you think I should review or look at, I can definitely do that. But again, this is one that I think that you should definitely add. If you are able to get approved for this card and you used the information from this video to do it, I would love to hear what limits you're getting approved for. Please drop that in the comments. And also let me know if you already have this card, what limits you were approved for, anything that you did, so that I can help someone else, so that way they don't have to be like me and start off with this low limit. So just share the information in the comments. And thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day.